we're going to be talking about those times when you feel unable to be yourself around certain people. So you notice that there are certain situations and people that when you get around, you're uncomfortable, you can't relax, you really want to let go, you really want to be yourself, but it just does not feel comfortable and something's not right. So I'm just going to give you a couple of tips to help you unpick the situation and hopefully point you to something you can start focusing on that will make you be able to heal that situation, to be able to come into a space of more relaxation and the ability to be yourself no matter who you're with or where you are, and to feel comfortable in that process, right? Because who wants to spend their life feeling like you can't be yourself, right? Not me, and I know not this person who's asked for this support, and certainly not anybody else, right? We all want to be able to be ourselves and chill out and relax and shine and not care about having to self-adapt and self-adjust. So I really want to suggest to you that not being able to be yourself around certain people is really a symptom. We talk about this all the time in Pinch Me Living and Daily Inspiration, is that it is a symptom, not a root cause. The question is, why can you not be yourself around certain people? So notice it's certain people, it's not everybody. Now that may not be the case for you, but for this person who's asked, there's certain people that they do not feel comfortable around. So notice, what is it about those certain people? What does it trigger in you? And here are some suggested things it could be, okay? And just test yourself and see if this is true for you. Are there any certain people you don't feel 100% comfortable around and that you can't be yourself, or that you notice you do self-adapt, you do change yourself to try to be more of something around these certain people? So it could be that you're trying to please them, and notice that if you're trying to be something different around them to please them, that you can't be yourself around them naturally. That really means that at some level you think being yourself around them would displease them. Okay, so are you trying to please them by being a different way? And or are you concerned that if you are yourself, then you would displease them? Or two, another version of that, do you notice that when you're around these certain people that you can't be yourself because if you were yourself, you wouldn't fit in? So you have to change yourself, be on edge, be something different, be something more in order to fit in order to feel like you belong. And a related point, are you noticing you can't be yourself because if you were yourself, you wouldn't be accepted? Therefore, you have to be something different, you have to be on edge, you have to be something more in order to be accepted. So we've got please, displease, fit in or I don't fit in, be accepted or I'm not accepted. And being myself, just being myself with these people would mean displeasing them, not fitting in or not being accepted. And or so therefore in the situation where I'm with them, I feel like I have to do something or be someone else or be on edge in order to be accepted, fit in and please people. So putting that really bluntly, when you look at it that way, you would say, well, therefore some level of me feels like who I am is not acceptable, is not pleasing and is not going to fit in. And that's kind of the sense that who I am around these certain people is not enough. It's not enough and it's not good enough. And I feel that way when I'm around them. They trigger that in me. There's other people I can be myself with because I feel like they would accept me. I do fit in. I don't have to do anything to please them. I can just be with them. But these people I feel differently with, right? And so therefore I have this on-edgeness. Who I am is not enough. Who I am is not going to please them. Who I am is not going to fit in. Who I am is not going to be acceptable. So I'm on edge. And by the way, not all of this is necessarily conscious. It's not like you have this dialogue with yourself and you decide before you're around these people that this is true. But just look and see if there is any validity to that in terms of how you feel when you're around these people. And the next point I would raise is that just be really aware that this whole scenario about you not being able to be yourself around certain people is not because of those people. And it's not those people causing this in you, and it's not those people making you be different or making you on edge, and it's not the fault of these people. Because that is a very natural thing to start to look at and to point at and to blame on by accident, because really they can't make you think or feel anything. They can't make you believe anything. They can be a certain way and that can trigger you. It can push your hot button, it can hit your raw nerve, but they are not the cause, they're only the trigger. They're the trigger that hits your hot button or hits your raw nerve or hits your lack of self-belief or your lack of self-confidence, or maybe it hits an underlying belief programming that you're not good enough or anything of that nature. And when you're around them, their behavior, their way of being, their way of interacting with you triggers that, and you don't feel comfortable and you don't feel at ease. So the thing is that not necessarily to look to try to avoid those people necessarily, although you do have a choice about who you're around, but to notice more, what is this triggering in me, and what is my raw nerve, what is my hot button, and how can I create healing in that for myself? And then I can choose to be around them or not be around them. But the point is I need to have stability in myself and comfort in myself that I can say, this is who I am, and you can take it or leave it. And whether you accept me or don't accept me does not diminish who I am. Whether you think I fit in here or not does not diminish who I am. Whether you are pleased with me or displeased with me does not diminish who I am. You can take me or leave me because this is who I am. And so the answer to the issue of I don't feel like I can be myself around certain people is to look at what is the root cause of that in you and do the healing work around that. So it is about bolstering yourself into a paradigm of really healthy beliefs around yourself, about who you are and your relationship with the world around you, so that you can be around anybody and you don't feel like you have to self-adapt. You don't have to please people. You don't have to try to be accepted. You don't have to try to fit in. Okay, so just look at what within your own paradigm might be going on, and then you can use some other videos and affirmations, and if you need more help than that to go further, you can reach out for coaching or join Master Your Mind, which is powerful for that, to really create healing within yourself and to exercise your muscles of your own self-acceptance, self-belief, the healthy paradigm that you need in order to be around anybody, anywhere, and stand unwavering, and to be able to be yourself, to feel comfortable, to feel safe, to know that nothing anybody else says or does diminishes who you are, and they can take you or leave you, accept you or not accept you, and it doesn't matter. That doesn't change who you are, and you to be comfortable in that. It's not always easy, but at least you can find peace with that, because there's no peace in a life where you can't be yourself and you have to adjust and adapt to fit in, right? We all know that. So I wish you well with your endeavours and your own growth journey to that effect, and if you need any help with it, you can reach out to me. If you've got questions about it, you can leave comments in the comments area below and I'll reply back to you, and I'm looking forward to seeing you again soon for more daily inspiration with B.